Colorado's high-definition news leader. This is News Channel 13, where the news comes first.
Does your child's car seat pass the safety test? For 9 out of 10 parents, the answer is no. A mission to fix that problem ahead.
And the next defense against the summer floods. A team of volunteers rushed to the neighborhoods beneath Waldo Canyon's burn scar today.
And single moms in Pueblo got a helping hand today when it comes to their car. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Katie Lang.
And I'm Jonathan Petramala. And first up, we want to tell you about those volunteers. Straw bales could be the key to protecting homes this flood season.
The coalition of the Upper South Platte is putting straw dams in the Peregrine neighborhood, which is in the city's west side. KRDO News Channel 13's Carl Winder shows us how straw will help protect this area from major flood damage.
I was at work and my kids called me and they said there's this whole, like a river of, it looked like gasoline flowing down, black tar.
Manish Kocher's yard was hit hard by floodwater after the Waldo Canyon fire. That's when the Coalition for the Upper South Platte stepped in to put up straw dams.
The only thing that has saved us in the last 2 years.
The purpose of the straw dams are every time floodwaters come down Waldo Canyon, it will hit each dam, which will slow down the water.
But last year's heavy floods damaged most of the dams.
After a high flow, though, they do need maintenance.
The volunteers from Cusp decided to come back and help the neighbors in the Peregrine area and make the dams stronger.
But it protects properties, it protects lives, and then it protects the infrastructure. Quite a bit of sediment had come through here before we put these in from up top.
It took a team to finish the project.
It brings everybody in the neighborhood together, so people that we didn't even know several years ago, we all know one another.
As for Kocher, he says between the straw dams and sandbags, he feels safer going into flood season. In Colorado Springs, Carl Winder, KRDO News Channel 13.
Wildfires continue to burn in California, but there is a silver lining as calmer winds help crews gain ground on the fires. The flames have raced through nearly 20,000 acres of brushland near San Diego. 3 fires continue to burn at the Camp Pendleton Marine Base, including one that started last night. Meanwhile, authorities say they don't think a man they've arrested on an arson charge started any of the fires. Taking a look and heading over to Jake Polk, meteorologist. It was actually a fairly nice day out today. It was calmer this morning. It was nice for biking.
That's right. It's going to be a very nice evening as well once we get rid of some isolated showers and storms, Katie, that we are seeing as we go through our 5 o'clock hour. Here's what we're going to be tracking as we go through our weekend. Saturday storms are going to give way to Sunday wind and fewer storms around. That means high fire danger is going to be an issue, especially as you head off to the east of Interstate 25 in the far southern portion of the state, down near the New Mexico line. This is what's happening right now at Pueblo West. Temperatures are sitting in the 70s, winds out of the north at 15 miles per hour. At the Parkview Medical Center camera, Highway 50 and Purcell Boulevard. In the Springs, meanwhile, A Street and Abbott Lane, heaping helpings of blue skies, I should say, after there were a few clouds around, a few dark clouds too. Off to the northeast of town, there was a strong thunderstorm that passed its way through the Ellicott area. 63 degrees the current temperature. Winds out of the east-southeast at 6 miles per hour. Skyscan satellite and radar now taking us through El Paso County. You see that strong storm that passed between Peyton and Ellicott. As we push it down, the stronger storm now that one in Ellicott has faded away is in the Modell area. And as you head over towards Branson, down near the New Mexico line, zooming it out now to the full range, we do see those showers and storms making their way off to the east-southeast at a pretty good clip. But temperatures are on the warm side, especially in places that have not seen any rain yet. 82 in La Junta, 68 at the Springs, 77 in Pueblo. As we go through our evening planner, temperatures are going to drop off into the upper 40s and lower 50s after we see a chance for more of those showers and storms as we go through our 9 o'clock hour in both the Springs and in Pueblo, especially as you head in areas just off to the east of the Springs and east of Pueblo as well. Complete details in that 7-day forecast are coming up in just a few minutes.
One person is dead after an early morning shooting in Colorado Springs. In your crime tracker, police say the shooting happened during a large disturbance on South Shelton Road. Someone drove the victim to a nearby 7-Eleven. When police arrived to the scene, they found that victim dead. Investigators are not releasing any information on the victim or the possible shooter. If you have any information, please call Crime Stoppers at 634-STOP. Parents and students are on high alert after reports of 5 stranger danger incidents in Colorado Springs over the last month. The most recent one happened Thursday afternoon in the student parking lot at Palmer High School. School District 11 says a teenage girl reported she was approached by a man in a red truck who offered her money to watch him touch himself. A man in a red truck was also the description in the 4 other incidents reported. Tonight at 6, Colorado Springs police tell us what to look out for to help track the suspect down. Parents buy car seats to protect their kids, but those specially designed seats won't do any good if they're not used in the right way.
Well, it turns out 9 out of 10 people in the United States are doing just that, improperly installing their car seats. And parents here in Springs aren't doing much better. That's why the police department helped out with a free car seat safety check today. KRDO News Channel 13's Bonnie Silkman was there to find out what most people are doing wrong. She brings us the story new tonight at 5.
So the first thing we're going to do is check for side-to-side motion right here. So you want less than 1 inch mobility from side to side, and you can see it's a lot more than that. So at this point we would determine that yes, it's incorrectly installed, but that's why you're here today.
Many parents in Colorado Springs didn't pass the test.
Here locally, over the last 5 years that I've been involved in the car seat program, I've found at least 8 out of 10 car seats that I come across have some type of what we would consider a significant safety issue with regards to it being installed.
We're expecting in June 10th. We read that the statistic for people getting their car seat in wrong is like 97% or something ridiculous.
But one of the common problems that we see with car seats is the side-to-side mobility. What we're looking for is a nice tight fit from side to side right here at this position right here.
Also make sure you use the seat belt or the latch, not both. And if your car seat is more than 6 years old, it's time for an upgrade.
Made sure our seats weren't, the front seat wasn't too close to the baby seat, which I didn't know.
A lot of times most parents are very surprised as to the things that we point out that could be a safety issue within their vehicle.
Surprising numbers that can be fixed with simple solutions to keep your family safe. In Colorado Springs, Bonnie Silkman, KRDO News Channel 13.
For more tips on how to keep your kids safe in the car, visit the Kohl's Cares Car Safety Program with Memorial Hospital. We've posted a link to that site. You can find it on our own website at KRDO.com.
Well, as you just saw, it's no easy feat raising kids on your own. Today in Pueblo, a group of single moms had some help with their cars.
Fellowship of the Rockies, with help from Mueller's Auto and Pueblo Dodge, offered moms a break today. More than 40 single mothers were treated to free oil change and a car wash. A little help can go a long way.
It means a lot. It truly does that someone, is giving us an opportunity when we don't always have the resources.
After their cars were fixed up, the moms and their children were treated to lunch.
A ride across the country traveled through southern Colorado today. The message these motorcycle riders are taking to Washington, D.C. That's coming up next.
And an animal that was once thought to be extinct is getting a second chance to flourish in Colorado. Motorcycle riders passed through Pueblo, Fountain, and Colorado Springs today on their way to Washington, D.C.
Hear the roar. It's called Run for the Wall, and it's all to support our veterans. Riders started in Los Angeles are making their way to the Capitol as more riders, of course, joining the ride along the way. It's been about 6 years since the run passed through Colorado Springs. Local riders and the Colorado Patriot Guard were cheering them on today.
To have the public to come out and support them, it's an honor for them to see us out there that we're behind you and we feel you and we understand you, and this is what really makes them for them, to see the people standing out there for them.
The riders should be in Washington on Friday. They'll spend Memorial Day weekend visiting all the many war memorials in the capital.
The black-footed ferret is the most endangered mammal in North America, but now the state of Colorado is hoping to do something about it. Governor John Hickenlooper has signed a bill into law that would reintroduce the ferret into the wild. They were thought to be extinct in 1979, but a small population was found and has been raised in captivity at this ranch in Larimer County. There are just a couple hundred on this ranch in a couple hundred in 8 other states.
Black-footed ferret recovery is a long haul. It's kind of like Humpty Dumpty falls off the wall. You don't put him back together immediately.
20 to 40 ferrets will be released to the wild this summer. They're kind of cute.
Yeah, finally a weekend we can enjoy too, right, Jay?
That's right. It's beautiful weather this weekend. Much different than it was last Sunday. Remember that, Jonathan and Katie? All that snow and ice. Not the case this weekend. Instead, we're seeing some showers and storms. And tomorrow, we're going to see some wind and dry conditions. That means a red flag warning is in effect for the San Luis Valley and also for eastern Los Animas County from noon until 9 o'clock on Sunday. Well, the complete details in that forecast coming up next. A few stronger showers, isolated rumbles of thunder around the area this afternoon. You see over towards Model and points eastward from there. You see the stronger showers. This is where the strongest activity is at this 5 o'clock hour. You notice as the radar beam passes over it, it flashes. That means this is a stronger shower. Isolated rumble of thunder can't be ruled out with this shower as it pushes off to the southeast at about 35 miles per hour. Live AC Doppler radar takes us out to the rest of the region. Now, this is the main game in town, although there are a few showers also between La Junta and Lamar, and also as you head between La Junta and Lyman, as well as to the east of Lyman along I-70. Skyscan satellite and radar shows us the one stronger thunderstorm that pushed its way through northeastern portions of El Paso County between Ellicott and Peyton. That has since faded away as it's pushed off to the southeast, now into portions of Pueblo County and down towards La Junta. But there will be more isolated showers, and the rumble of thunder can't be ruled out throughout the rest of the evening. By 9 o'clock, most of the activity is gone, either making its way off to our east or off to our southeast, and it continues to fade away throughout our Saturday night into our Sunday morning. And by Sunday morning, temperatures are going to be dropping off into the middle 40s, so a mild night setting up for us. 45 at the Springs, 44 at Pueblo, 47 at Canyon City. Mountain locations are going to be sitting in the 30s and 40s, 35 at Gunnison, 31 at Leadville. Lots of clouds around are going to keep our temperatures up throughout the overnight hours. And the Skycast is going to call for those clouds to continue. An isolated shower can't be ruled out on our Sunday afternoon, especially in northern portions of our KRDO News Channel 13 area. Outside of that, though, we're going to be in the clear everywhere else, and there will be that wind that we talked about in the southern portion of our counties, which means that there will be possibilities for high fire dangers, even though this is an area, the area that has the red flag warning, an area that's actually picking up some showers and rumbles of thunder this afternoon. As we go through our Sunday afternoon, you do see those winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour on a sustained basis, with higher gusts at times as high as 30 and 35 miles per hour, especially in those southern and southeastern portions of the area. The plains, the windswept plains, are going to be true to their name tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, as we are going to see some heavy wind over there. Also, some of the higher mountains and higher mountain passes could also pick up some gusty winds as well. 80 for the Springs for tomorrow, 87 in Pueblo. So outside of the wind, it's going to be a very pleasant day to be outside. Near 90 in the plains. Mountain locations are going to be sitting in the 60s and 70s. Salida tops out at 73. Spring 7-day forecast then. High temperatures stay in the lower 80s all the way through our Monday. And then as we go into our Tuesday, Wednesday, we do see them begin to drop back. Then comes another chance for showers and isolated rumbles of thunder. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, high temperatures drop to the upper 60s and lower 70s. Probably your 7-day forecast, you'll push 90 on Monday as well. And then we'll see those temperatures drop back into the mid to upper 70s as a more active weather pattern is going to be in the last 3 days of our 7-day forecast and beyond that as we go through our 13-day forecast as well. Canyon City, your 7-day forecast, you'll be in the lower 80s Sunday and Monday. Then we're going to drop back to the lower to middle 70s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with a chance for the isolated showers and storms. Teller County 7-day forecast, high temperatures for you, push 70 degrees on Monday. Then they drop back into the middle to upper 50s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with a chance for some of those showers and storms as we go into next weekend.
So the warm weather's back, the sun's back, but we still have the wind.
Yes, we still have the wind, especially in the plains tomorrow.
Well, nothing else new there. Josh shows now, right? A lot of good day to run around, track and field.
Yeah, track and field. We've got high school soccer. We've got high school lacrosse. We got the Broncos as well. It's all coming for you next in sports. State champions going to be crowned. What? What? She liked the gnats. Oh.
Now, Josh Williamson with Southern Colorado's award-winning sports.
Good evening. Well, the Broncos rookies are getting used to their new environment as they practice for the second straight day. And as some of them found out, the altitude makes a big difference.
Today, I was running around a lot and I was gasping for air, but that's good, that I'm going through this now. By the time camp comes around, I'll be adapted to it. And that's an advantage for us during the season, that we're going to be more conditioned than everybody else.
Oh, yeah, you can tell just practice, especially individual. We're going nonstop, and when you're going nonstop at this altitude, it's no joke, too. I mean, it gets to you, so start getting winded pretty quick.
Hard to believe they're all playing football already. Well, it was some end-of-the-year fun for those involved in spring sports. The state champions, who would be crowned and what records would fall this time around? Well, we begin at Jeffco Stadium for the state track and field championships on the final day. Girls 100-meter hurdles, Class 4A. Ashlyn Nolan, a sophomore of Discovery Canyon, would take this event with a time of 14:61. And in the girls 100-meter hurdles, Class 3A, Sarah Yoakum of Faith Christian would finish first. Taylor Finn of Manitou Springs would finish in second. Now let's move over to the boys' side. 110-meter hurdles, Class 4A, wide field, Kyrie Gerstel Goodman. He had the best time of 14:33. And the boys 110-meter hurdles, Class 1A, Coy Palmer of Granada would be the top on the podium today as he won the state championship.
It's amazing, like, you put in all this work all season and it finally pays off, and it's just incredible.
I'm just so happy for myself. Personal best, really competitive race. Probably the most competitive race I've been in over a year. And I don't know, I just feel good about myself to get pushed like that and to do well.
All right, congratulations to all of them. Now soccer, Cheyenne Mountain had yet to give up a goal this postseason as they entered play with Green Mountain this afternoon. Cheyenne Mountain with a scoring chance. Allison Fuller boots it, but Hendon knocks it away. Green Mountain with a free kick. Mackenzie Schaller. Nice ball. Hunter Pfeiffer punches it away. Scoreless at the half. Second half, Hannah Gurdon with a scoring chance, but Hendon gets a hand on it again. It would go to overtime, and in the OT, Ellen Smith would settle it. And she would get the game winner. Right out of the reach of the goalie, another shutout for the Indians as they win it 1-0 in overtime. The Indians will now face Broomfield in the championship game Wednesday night at 5 o'clock.
I'm like shaking right now. I'm so excited. It doesn't feel real, but we worked so hard and we deserve it, and I'm really excited.
All right, the other semifinal featured Sand Creek and Broomfield. First half, Brittany Stark is going to fire a shot on net, but Carly Pappert blocks it. Later on, the Scorpions trying to get on the board. Amanda Timmermeyer, that shot is saved. Broomfield with a free kick coming up. Pappert would dive to make that save. Sand Creek's season, though, comes to an end today as they fall by the final score of 5-0. All right, TCA gets a win by the narrowest margins this afternoon. 1-0 over Kent Denver. They'll face Colorado Academy in the championship game on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock from Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Air Academy, girls lacrosse now, taking on Chatfield at Denver University. It was all Cadettes in the semifinal matchup. This one, Natalie Bird goes hard to the net and scores to make it 17-5 at that point. Moments later, Emily Trussell. She shoots low and scores. Trussell not done. She would make her move and score again. Air Academy getting it done. They win it 22-8. They'll face Cherry Creek in the championship game on Wednesday night. All right, now to the Preakness. California Chrome looking for the second leg of the Triple Crown at the 139th running of the Preakness. It does it with ease. Chrome looked to become the first Triple Crown winner in horse racing since a horse by the name of Affirmed did it back in 1978. So lots of action at high school, plus we got the Rockies coming up tonight, and of course we'll have highlights of the Sky Sox later on as well.
Thanks, Josh. Well, it's not a ship, but it has traveled to ports across the entire world today. This duck surprised a city in the U.S. That's coming up next. Five instances of stranger danger in the last month here in Colorado Springs, but police need a better description of the suspect to track him down. Information parents should know coming up tonight at 6 o'clock.
And people in Colorado Springs came together today to get outside and spruce up the Springs, the local park that's benefiting tonight on KRDO News Channel 13 at 6. Well, up next, it's a sight you have to believe. Now, there isn't a bathtub big enough for this giant rubber ducky.
This is a 40-foot sculpture. It's called, I guess this is art. It's called Rubber Duck. Great descriptor. It will float outside of Norfolk, Virginia's newly renovated Chrysler Museum through Memorial Day. The duck is designed by a Dutch sculptor. His similar works have been on display all over the world.
I have to question what similar works. I mean, you know, what other animals does he have that floats
it's a
or
duck.
fly? I don't know.
Where did he get the idea?
Quack, quack? I have no idea.
Well, some places are floating as we go through this evening. From Model down to Branson and Kim, we are seeing some showers. That's in Los Animas County. Zooming out to the full range now, you can see there's not much else going on. This is the main game in town as it heads off to the east-southeast towards the parched southeastern plains. It's not a bad thing to see some rain showers. Even isolated rumbles of thunder are possible throughout the rest of the evening. Peyton is a place that picked up some rain earlier on. 58 degrees for you now. Winds out of the south-southeast at 3 miles per hour. Outside of that, temperatures are sitting in the upper 60s or lower to middle 70s. There are some lower 80s around as well in places that have not picked up rain. 68 in the spring, 77 in Pueblo. On our way down into the upper 40s and lower 50s by midnight. Watch out at 9 o'clock for some of those isolated showers and storms to continue throughout the rest of the evening.
All right, well, it doesn't look too bad out there.
Oh. No, again, we could use some rain in the plains.
That we could.
There will be some wind tomorrow to help dry things out. Watch out for the red flag warning that's in effect for Los Animas County. Same area that's getting the rain tonight has a red flag warning from noon until 9 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
This shows you how fast things change in Colorado.
That's true. Definitely does.
Well, we'll be back right at 6 o'clock, so just a half hour from now. Hope to see you then.